New Year message, primarily saying anything that is going to make Nigeria drift into a one-party state. Looking at the president's intervention with Ondo State's Idabako and that of Rivers State, is basically saying that he has no business intervening when there is no national threat. Security threats, how accurate is that?
For me, as far as I'm concerned, Rivers State case, there was threat to national security. It's very clear. So? Yes, okay. First, on the first day of the demonstration, the governor was tear gassed, water pumped on him by men of the state police force. What is that? It's a threat to national security. We saw threats from the Nigerian people at the Jos that anything that happened to Governor Sims, that they will blow down oil pipelines. That's a national threat. Over and above that, even Mr. Obi, as president of Nigeria, will intervene. Let's talk what is practically possible. There is no way something can be happening in a state. And over and above that, Rivers people will call on the president to intervene. But what is the issue is the overuse of the powers of intervention.
They say they called him to intervene. They didn't ask him to interfere.
But intervene, it must intervene. But what is important, what is critical is the output of that intervention. He has created some constitutional crisis for Nigeria, for Rivers State as of today, which I pray in the next few days we should be able to solve. But whether he should intervene, yes, he must intervene.
Do you think that the president's intervention is out of order, Barrister Wobodo?
Just like he has said, intervention, president can intervene by calling the security to order, yes, to be professional in their duties. That's an intervention. You understand? That's an intervention. To increase the security of the governor is an intervention. To ensure that the assembly members sit where they're supposed to sit is an intervention. But what is improper intervention? That is what I think Mr. B is talking about. Is the arbitrary use of powers of the president to think that a president can sit in the comfort of his place and overrule the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria. The same Constitution that he has sworn to obey, the same Constitution that has put him in power. Otherwise, how would a president sit in his office and tell the governor to go and resubmit a bill,
a budget that has been signed?
That has been signed. In other words, what the president meant was saying is that I hereby set aside that law. Go and start the law again.
But again, gentlemen, you have been a lawmaker. You are a practitioner, a lawyer too. Dr. Igwe. Someone has said that if Fubara actually goes ahead to obey the president by resubmitting the 2023 budget, that the National Assembly should initiate impeachment against President Tinubu. How accurate is that?
Initiate impeachment.
Yes, because his directive was given and
that is we are speaking to we are talking, we are not walking the talk. That is not possible. Let us talk what is practically possible now. That is first, if Mr. President asks you to put your hand into the fire, will you put?
Okay.
And the president had told the governor, go and submit.
So in essence, there's nothing holding the president if he decides to do that.
No. For me, I don't think so. I think that something holds the president. President cannot sit in his office and give a directive that appears to him to overrule the Constitution. Does he not have Attorney General? Does he not have legal advisors who are the...
Mr. Wobodo, Mr. Wobodo, as at the time when the president made that comment, he didn't consult anybody.
He didn't consult anybody.
Yes. He came out from his bedroom.
Yes.
They told him, he came out and brandished a paper.
Yes.
And asked the former governor of Federal, Dr. Peter Odele, to read it.
Okay.
So there was no...
So who wrote
No. Let's believe that the president is a layman in terms of law. He's not a lawyer.
Okay.
So he
okay, so let me ask a question. For Mr. President, who is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who knows that a comment from his word can mar the country, should he just walk up from his bedroom without the privilege of looking at the document and calling for legal opinion, both from the Attorney General of the Federation?
Okay, look at it from this point, Mr. Wobodo.
Yes.
If the president, they have not published that in the media, would you have known that water has passed under the bridge?
No, well,
you understand? For me, the onus is on the governor.
If the onus is on the governor, are we not saying that? Look at what happened in Ondo State, which is part of what Obi was hinting at. First of all, you were asking the deputy governor sign an undated resignation in case when you are made this and all of that. Secondly, you knowing that Akeredolu was terminally ill, you still insist that Aiyedatiwa should be the acting governor, knowing that Akeredolu have also overstayed the 90 or is it 60 days he was supposed to be out of office. Yet, you were not interested in seeing that the constitution is respected. You were more interested in saying that this is what is going to happen. The big question then in all of this is...
But sir, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that the president intervention...
I'm the one asking
yes.
the question.
Do you believe that... historically, do you believe that the president intervention saved crisis in Ondo State?
His interference.
Good, yeah. But I want to use the word intervention because that's what Mr. B is talking about now.
The people of Ondo State, Chinyere, for instance, they were going on a protest.
Chinyere is an interested party. He contests against the president, so nothing good will come out of whatever the president does. We must be realistic. In River State, let's use River State as a test case now.
They are in River
If
State
Mr.
now.
President had not called that meeting he called, do you know the state River State would have been today?
You think that River State would have been in turmoil?
Yes.
Do you agree to that, Barrister?
The River State would not have been
Ngozika?
River State would not have been in any turmoil. You understand? Because as for me, as at the time Mr. President called for the truce, yes, there was already a stability between the warring parties. Issues have now been joined in the court of law, and so they were all addressing it from that point of view. So what the president did was like pulling the rug from one party and allowing the other party to stand.